Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new moon in Sagittarius Feng Shui, and happy holidays to everyone who's celebrating. There are so many holidays right now. It's a time of huge celebration, but it's also a time of enormous, enormous change. And it's thrilling that we're ending the year with two new moons in 1 month, which is so symbolic. It's like we're going out of this year with a bang and heading into the year with the freshest of fresh starts beneath our feet, under, we'll say the wind beneath our wings, helping us to fly forward. This is a spectacular time to clear the decks. It's a spectacular time to revitalize. This is a time full of luck that you make. We'll talk about that a little bit. Joy that you infuse into your life, and incredible, incredible change. You may feel really compelled to make extremely big changes. So everything you see behind me is about to change, like dramatically. I have so many packages coming. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. I've been running around with this tape measure, trying to figure out where everything is going to go, how everything is going to move. If I probably not the next time, but in the few videos ahead, by January, all of this will be completely transformed. And it is such a fun feeling when you get an instinct to do something. So if you feel drawn to take everything out of your closet and do something new, you don't even have to be throwing things away or donating things in order to take everything out of your closet and reorganize it. You might feel compelled to let things go. I have just so many things that had to move and shift, and I stopped myself and I was like, you know what? I have a 1,400 square foot place. There's no reason why in my house I can't have everything completely out of sight. And you may feel the same. I've had smaller places where I've had more things out of sight that I didn't want to see. And so it's funny, it's humbling for me to say this when I'm, a lot of you watch these videos to declutter and organize, and you're like, wait a second, Dana, what are you saying? What I'm saying is I need space to grow, and you need space to grow. And you may feel profoundly right now that you need more space to grow than you did before. And that includes what you see. So when you see a lot of things, it can almost shut down your mind, or it can fill your mind. And then it's like, I don't know what to do. How do I expand? How do I move forward? This is a time to, as I said, really get into this luck making. And in order to make more luck, you need room, you need space. And we're going to really talk about this throughout the year, creating fortune. That's what this whole channel is about, creating great fortune by creating an amazing environment. And you don't have to buy a bunch of things to do this. In fact, most of the biggest changes involve just reorganizing what you have. Maybe getting a few things here and there when they're called for, but for the most part, you can reorganize the universe in your favor in so many ways. So right now, you may feel it building up, an exuberance, an excitement, a readiness. I want this, something major to manifest for me. You may feel more optimistic than ever before. You may feel like really excited, really sure of yourself, really confident. It's Sagittarius season. It's my season. I'm a Sag rising. For those of you who resonate with this energy, it's very fiery. It's very excitable. And it's always wearing, and I actually bought these, rose-colored glasses. These are actually so cool. By the way, if you want to do something for your mood, if you want to lighten your mood, they're actually color therapy glasses. And the pink ones can help you to actually see the world through more rose-colored glasses. And through like literally rose-colored glasses. And when you have this dose of color therapy, it can really infuse you with more joy, more calm. These are really actually quite powerful. I keep them on my desk so that I could take a break and put them on for like 10 minutes every day. And I love them. And color therapy works extremely fast. So it's something that you can absolutely explore. I love sharing these little tidbits with you as we go through these lives. And there's going to be so much to come in the new year. And in terms of creating your own luck, where do you need more fortune? Where do you need a change? Where do you need things to move? Where do you feel like things have been stagnant? Now is the time to say, okay, I'm going to dig in and create my own luck. I'm not waiting for someone to save me. I'm not waiting to be rescued. I don't care who's running any government anywhere unless you're being horrifically oppressed. All I care about right now is you knowing you can create your own luck right this minute. And by doing so, it means your thoughts, words, and actions. By creating your own luck, it means you're tuning up your thoughts, words, and actions. It means that you are choosing and staying determined to be at a high level. And so when there's so much optimism and so much fire and so much joy and so much exuberant celebration and all these things in the air, it's time to stay grounded. Grounded, grounded, grounded. It's so important. If you are not feeling grounded right now, it's time to rest and revitalize. And this is going to make a big difference in your life. If you feel really, I know people who are really, I used to be really high vibe, excited, so everything, and I couldn't make anything happen. And I see this happening to other people. It's hard to make things happen because you're not here fully. It's like being way out. Like, I don't know if you know any people who are having like going deep into spirituality, and you could stay grounded and do that. But sometimes it's tempting to just get way up here. You know what I mean? And it's like, everything will work itself out. But ultimately, we need to work it out. And in order to do this, we need to show up fully. So grounding, sleep more, rest more, take breaks, have lots of herbal teas, things of the earth, things that are going to like really great seasonal food, all the pumpkin spice, all of the things of the holidays to stay more grounded. Get outside when you can, depending on the weather, and spend a little bit of time outside. Feel that grounding energy. You really want to make investments right now. So rather than going out wildly during Black Friday, that's why I had to pause. I was like, you know what? I need to stop and sit down and breathe. There's so much excitement. There's so many things on sale. You're like, I want everything. And instead, think about making investments, making meaningful investments, especially since it's Mercury retrograde through the 15th, and it is totally positive. And we're going to do another video on that on Friday. But I really want you to start thinking about how you can invest, especially investing in your personal growth, especially investing in your learning, especially investing in your environment to support you, investing in self-care and not getting sort of swept up in the FOMO. Like, I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. Or, you only live once. Let's just go for it. All those things are good. They all have their place, but it's very good idea, even when you're being spontaneous and wild, just check in with yourself and make sure that you're grounded and that you're making decisions that you're not going to be throwing away as clutter in the seasons to come. It's always really humbling. How many of you have had this experience that every time you go to declutter, you have the memory of when you bought something or when you said, yeah, I'll take that, and you got it and you never used it, or you used it once and then you got sick of it or you didn't like it, and it just sat there and sat there and sat there. I could tell you I have a closet full of vitamins that I felt that way about. I have a bunch of stuff that now for the last year, I've been using up what I have and getting rid of things as I know that I'm never going to use them, and not purchasing more, being very deliberate. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to experiment, but when you are just kind of like, I just want everything. And then all of a sudden, here you are feeling guilty about decluttering because, oh my God, I spent so much money on this. Why did I buy this? Why did I do this? A lot of times when we start the new year, it's the Feng Shui decluttering camp, the Catalyst camp. And a lot of people are like, wow, I have saved so much money spending 8 weeks decluttering and doing all this energizing because I don't feel like I need to consume as much anymore. And this is a really big deal. A lot of times we're consuming things, like buying a lot of extra stuff we don't need because we don't feel full ourselves. If you feel full and content yourself, then you're way more discriminating about what it is that you want to try or experiment with or buy or do. You're much more clear. You're much more focused. It's a different situation than when you're like, yeah, let me just get everything. So this can help you in so many ways. And if you want to capitalize on this new fresh start, the free Feng Shui decluttering class is starting very soon. It's starting in a week when I'm recording this, and below in the description box, and I'll link it in the comments after this as well, you will find the link to sign up for the video series. It's a class. It's amazing. There are resources. It's mind-blowing. You'll love it. And I don't want you to miss it because it's only up for a few weeks every year. So grab that below. And now let's talk about firing up your home. One great way to make the most, capitalize on this energy of the new moon in Sagittarius is to use the fire and passion that you have in order to elevate the energy around you and clear things you do not want. So that goes for decluttering, also for your passion, for clearing away the things that are stopping you from doing the things that you want to do. So for instance, I really want to do a creative project this year. And in order to do it, I need room to do it. And I don't have room if I have a bunch of stuff lingering that I don't need or want. So that's why I'm doing all this crazy reorganizing right now, and why you may want to do the same. Clear space so that you have room to do your passion projects. Maybe you want to do yoga. Maybe you want to work out at home. Maybe you want to do painting or drawing, or you want a place to write, or you want a place to meditate. You might have a small space, but it doesn't matter. You have plenty of space. All you need is like a small little area, part of your bed, that's all beautifully clear, where you can check in and do what it is that you need to do. So make that space, clear that space, get into your holiday decor. If you want to go wild with anything, go wild with decorating, especially with lights, because again, this is the season of light and fire and passion, and a great time to use candles to illuminate and also to cleanse your space. What do I mean by this? You can get some candles and put them out around your house, or even just one that you move throughout your house, light it, and set a very clear intention that the flame is going to cleanse the energy in your space. And then you can move it around your house, or set up multiple ones and light all of them, leave them where they are, and then blow them out after an hour or two and feel that freshness. And also feel that motivation that comes from all that fiery energy. Your commitment to the things that you're doing is going to be the ultimate fire right now. Sagittarius is so about self-growth, so about learning, about being a master of knowledge, about really your mastery of your crafts, and also big, unlimited type of intentions. We now have Pluto in Aquarius, which is unbound. We have no limits to what it is we can think about or create. We've never lived in this energy for as long as we're going to live in it in our lifetimes, and we never will again. We have 19 years stretched out in front of us to get deep into all of this unbound, huge, innovative energy. And this is an amazing time to get your biggest intentions, your most visionary intentions, swirling around in your mind and onto a page. So sit down, write out the biggest, best that you feel, not just like, oh, you know, I'm a multi-billionaire doing this. Maybe that's what you want, but really what you feel would be the ideal scene in the perfect world for you. What would be the wildest thing that you create in this world? What would be the wildest thing that you contribute? Put all those visions down on paper and allow that to be like a really big brainstorm for you that gets you really, really, really fired up. And then make a little list of some things that you can finish that are going to help you to end this year on a high note. This moon is at 9 degrees of Sagittarius, which means 9 is like the end of the cycle. It isn't like, it is the end of the cycle in numerology. It's the completion, it's the icing on the cake before the cycle starts again. And so think about what it is that you can complete this month. Again, we end the month, December. We end December with another new moon. So it's like this beautiful cycle. 2 new moons is wild. And so we're going to end this whole creative cycle and then start fresh for the new year. I'm going to be doing a 2025 workshop for everyone this year. I'm going to do my normal 2025 video coming up probably next week. And then we're going to do a workshop, like a whole class, and it's going to be open to everyone, and it's going to be wild and fun. And I just feel like we are really in a new era where things are different than they've ever been. If you want to keep up with things, know where everything is, comment moon below, like when things are coming up. If you comment moon below, if you don't already get the moon notes, the newsletter that I send out, that I'm about to send out in a little while, full of all of this feng shui and more stuff and announcements, so you know when all these free things are happening and you don't miss anything. You can just comment moon below. I will find it and I will give you a link where you can sign up. And also maybe I'll link that below as well in my thing below if they let me link 2 things. But this is a time where you really, really want to dream big and reach big, and don't let anything hold you back. Keep clearing energy. And again, the big feng shui decluttering class is starting within the next week or so, and you won't want to miss it. So sign up for that and celebrate, 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 celebrate. This is going to be probably the most unique year that we've ever experienced if all the astrologers are right, and magical year if all the astrologers are right. So let's I feel it. I feel like there's something very, very new in the air, and maybe you feel it too. So let's make the very most of this. Stay grounded, rest a lot, have so much fun, and also remember you get to create your own luck. And that's a big facet of this feng shui that's very unique. We don't do feng shui where it's like, here's a lucky candle and here's a lucky way to face your door. None of that works, really. You are the generator of your fortune, and I'm here to help you to generate all the fortune now and in the years to come. So thank you all for being here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe, because there's so much to come. And YouTube, I guess, really likes engagement. So please like this video if you like it, and it helps get this work out to more people. I really so appreciate you. And I'm wishing you the greatest start to the last month of 2024 and the beginning of a whole new era. Bye, everyone.